Hey, Heather. Lighting a candle for the end of TikTok. Hey, Jen. Is it gone for you now too, Jen? Hello, hello over in Facebook. I know. I hear you, Becca. Oh, well, welcome, Christy. Yeah, an hour and a half early started shutting down. I think other areas of the country have it, and I went to, because I was actually at 10:30, I was going to log on and go live. Hi, Kelly. I was actually going to go live and basically go down like the Titanic, go down with the ship. And yeah, this is, let me show you what, let's show you what message we get. This is it. Oh, you probably can't see it. He is not. I know. That's what he's going to try to tout, but he says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. So that's where we are, friends. So yeah, so how are we all feeling about this? I knew they would take Lemonade down because it's owned by ByteDance. It wasn't about just TikTok. It was everything that ByteDance runs. Well, and you know what, Christy, that's fair enough. And you know what, there are a lot of people who are like, who cares, whatever. And I'm not saying that you're saying that, but realistically, like there's 7 million businesses. I've grown a really, really amazing spiritual practice and business from TikTok, way more than I could ever imagine doing on any other platform. Yeah, Paula, because you're in Central Time, aren't you? I am too. And it's not just even just because of the app itself. It's so many things. One, I have an amazing community of friends that I have made. And but also just the fact that our government could do that without, like, as sneaky and underhanded as it was. It just sucks. So, and I'm going to be actually in another country. Oh, I see Mark jumped into the Instagram. So glad y'all are following me here. Glad y'all are here. You know what's crazy? I know, Sydney, it is. I went to go live. I was actually getting ready to go live. And also what I don't like is the fact that it's about a 15-second delay on Instagram from different from I'm also on Facebook and YouTube. It's the community. It's the government control. Yes, exactly, Kat. I know, Brian. Yeah. Just the community of people, like, think about it. Like, Paula, I would never know you. I would never know you, and if it weren't for TikTok. Jen, I would never know you if it weren't for TikTok. Sydney, Mark. Well, at least you're getting notified that I'm coming on. That's awesome. Because normally, like on Thursdays, I get maybe 1 or 2 people at a time on Instagram. So hopefully, I have noticed in the last couple of weeks, especially mostly the last week, like I've noticed there's been a lot of changes on Instagram and like the look of the videos. And so Instagram's been, they've known for a while this was going to happen. Absolutely, it is, Brian. It is. Well, it's not just that. It's that in addition to making sure we don't know what goes down in real time starting Tuesday. Because right now, none of the news outlets can be trusted to tell the truth. I don't think it's just about money. I think it's about hiding things. Because TikTok was like in real time. Think about it, when France was having all the riots, right? We were seeing that play out in real time. Real time. Okay, Michelle. Yeah, let me know what that happens. And I'm going to see if I can do the same thing when I'm in St. Kitts, because it's a UK, it's run by the UK. So exactly, Sydney. And 170 million people. It's very scary. Hey, should I play music to make us all feel better? I know we can still yap on YouTube. Yesy, I'm telling you, you're like one of the best moderators ever too, my friend. And just like best humans. Let's listen to Jamie McIntyre, shall we? Let's do that while we're like. Is it down for you too, Magnolia? Rolling through the mountains, oh, it took some time to tell. My voice still isn't all the way back. Faster, oh, the devil's on your tail. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, probably. I forgot about that. Some platforms don't let the music play. Oh, yeah, YouTube won't. They'll shut me down. So if YouTube stops, sorry. If YouTube stops, what we'll do is I'll shut it down and like just completely restart the live. Okay, so I knew Lemon 8 was gone. Okay, yeah, Mandy, I knew it was coming. Okay, so let's see. CapCut, what sucks is I paid for the Pro account for CapCut for the year, because it was way cheaper to do the year. And you all have seen my videos. You know I use CapCut all the freaking time. Yep, because it's owned by ByteDance. So I've paid for CapCut, but I can't use it. So Psychic Medium Steph, I think I'm on YouTube and Facebook also. Yeah, it's gone. CapCut is gone, which sucks because again, like, but I think Clapper is probably also owned by ByteDance. It wasn't just TikTok. They were banning ByteDance. Yeah. So anything owned by ByteDance. And that's why when everybody's like, oh, go to Lemonade, I'm like, that's not going to be any good. Anything owned by ByteDance is shit at this point. And I tried all day to get all my stuff moved over to Fanbase just so I could have the videos, and it never loaded. Oh, listen to you, Mark. I see how you are. So I do believe. Wait, Fanbase is gone too? They're not owned by ByteDance though. How would they be gone? I've got Fanbase. I knew it would happen. I knew. Also, hi Trish. I knew they would do it, and it would create panic and create sad. Everything's going to be all sad and boo-hooey, and we're all going to go and withdraw and cause a revolt. Whatever it is we're going to do in the withdrawal of TikTok, but you can't click on someone's picture to follow here. Hi, Hi, April. Um, yeah, for fan base, I have exactly 1 follower, and it never transferred my information. I tried all day to transfer things over, and it didn't do it. But again, I'm not super worried about all that, because I feel like it's gonna come back. I literally just downloaded the app though, Trish, like a few days ago. Oh yeah, I'm getting all kinds of messages that so listen, we'll at least all stick together on these other apps, and these other platforms until we figure it out, you know? I believe you, Mark. I know. I think it will come back because Trump has to put on his cape and save us all. It's all part of their bigger plan. However, it's going to change or something's going to be different. And even, but Trump doesn't have the power to save it because of how our government works. I send you the video, but it's on TikTok. Um, so we just don't, he could extend it until it got sold for 90 days. Oh yeah, we are in the know, Magnolia. We all know. It absolutely is. Oh, I know. I know, Mark. After 90 days. And then in the meantime, like I'm actually taking a class on building my other platforms and getting SEO and like all kinds of keyword information. So I'm hoping if we can just make it last 30 days, some guy wants to buy it for 30 bill. Well, there's a lot of people who want to buy it, but yeah, I like it when you can send likes, Moon Mystic Medium. So keep in mind, Instagram, for whatever reason, there's like a 15-second delay, and it might just be because I'm doing this on StreamYard because I'm also on Facebook and YouTube. And also, if you're on my Instagram, make sure you're following my other platforms too. Please. And I've committed to, if you guys are following me, I will make sure to follow you back too. Can people see you here if they're not following you? I believe it asked me when I did the I never had Clapper, Mark. It asked me if I want to be public or just do show friends, and I chose public. Oh, I know. Well, Mr. Cho, like right after Supreme Court upheld the ban, was like, and we're working with Mr. Trump to do this, and he's going to be at the inauguration. Oh, I didn't know I was scratching my neck. Am I? Well, actually, I'm kind of itchy. Come to think of it. It is a lot to take in. And I've been trying to settle in that energy of it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. And it is what it is. My husband, when I came down here, and like he's never given a crap about TikTok. He's like, you do TikTok? Cool. It's only been literally this week. Why are you on TikTok all the time? Why? He's like been hateful about TikTok. And I'm like, are you channeling my anger or something? Like, what are you doing? He also told me I shouldn't buy crowns, and that's just stupid. So he can keep those opinions to himself. I know. Well, the issue is, Jesse, like it's all fake news. Everything here, the only foreign people involved are the two who founded it that are Chinese, but it's not even here. They've proven nothing. They've proven nothing that there were security breaches or concerns. Oh, wait. Brian, what do you mean my facial expression says otherwise? I hate this delay. No way. Okay. Oh my goodness. I saw a TikTok live with your name and some man talking on it and couldn't find it again. That was like last week. And I believe he even said, Lorinda, are you fucking kidding me? No way. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I'm like angry and pissed off, but so what I was going to actually do on TikTok, and I can do it here. I found this book that one of my really good friends, Naomi, I'm in development class with her. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, because okay, Brian means it'll come back temporarily and we'll have a minute and it's going to be owned by somebody else and it'll all be a shit show. And, it's all a big scam. That's what my face was actually saying. Yeah. So anyway, I was going to like read little excerpts from, oh, okay. I will, Tracy. Love is letting go of fear. And I know a lot of us are right, Yessie? Shenanigans. Oh yeah, I guess I'm not trying to, there we go. Shenanigans coordinator. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. So anyway, my husband, I'm getting ready to come downstairs and I said, I'm getting ready to go down with the ship, ready for going down with the Titanic. He's like, TikTok again. I'm like, I've been doing this for 3 years and you're just now getting an attitude over it. What the heck? And he was like, it's a scam, honey. He calls me Ren. My nickname is Ren. And he's like, right, April? Yes, we do have to plan shenanigans soon. He's like, it's a scam. This is all a scam. And I'm like, oh, I'm fully aware. However, I'm still going to be there for the people who have supported me and who I have gotten to know and been besties with. I know, that's what I'm saying, Trish. What the hell? But again, he also told me I shouldn't buy crowns, and that's just stupid. Made me want to buy more. I'm just saying. Makes me want to go on and buy a whole bunch more from the person who makes my crowns because TikTok was her big stream of income. That's how she was selling her crowns, was from TikTok. She has an Etsy store, but that's a nightmare. She had all kinds of problems with that. But TikTok was a big source of income. Heather's ready to fight. I know we do, April. We do need to plan a shenanigans soon. I'm not giving up the ship, Kelly, but we all know that when the ship comes back, sometimes it comes back with a whole bunch of holes in it and somebody used some duct tape to try to fix it. Agreed, April. Heather, you need a crown. As my actual sister, you need a crown. Also, Heather, you and April A. Hensel on here, y'all need to be besties too. And when April and Mandy come back to visit me in Indiana, you're going to come hang out too, and we're all going to be chilling. Ditto Gigi, because it's so surreal right now. I know, right, Gigi? And that's why I decided to come on. I was just going to go upstairs and be like, you're right, it's a big scam. But I'm like, he's no fun. He is no fun right now. He's in his, I'm going to watch sports and do laundry because we're leaving for a trip on Monday. And you have no idea, husband. Okay, April, Mandy, Heather, y'all are going to appreciate this. And anyone who's known me and how my husband functions. We leave Monday. He's already packing. He's not waiting till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. I am too. And you know what's crazy is Spirit told me back in the summertime to learn how to multi-stream and learn how to go live on all the other platforms. So I knew it was coming. Dr. Mike, one of my spirit guides, told me. So I'm here helping hold space. I lit a candle. We're clearing energy. We're clearing the energy. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Yeah, he's watching something. Yeah, probably football. More power to him. Okay, we're going to do some sage. Got a candle. We're going to sage this bitch up in here. So we're going to let him do that, and he's going to pack. We're going to do a little sage, little candle. Song Bittersweet Symphony, and I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah. But also, hey, you know what? I know somebody said, hey, you might not be able to play music, but I do every week. I already do, actually. So why don't I play, should I play some JB McIntyre? I think I should play Jamie because like that music makes me happy, and it makes me remember when I had a really cool up and coming musician on my show who's hitting it big and now is signed. By the way, he's signed with a label. I'm just saying, we're getting all this. Whew. So let's see here. Let's get some. I want to play some Jamie McIntyre because that I like thinking about that. Somebody better come turn these slide. Tracy, you cracked me up. Gigi, I haven't talked to you like in 5 minutes. You guys are so funny. I love my TikTok family, and I'm glad that you guys are all coming and finding safe spaces. All right, let's do some Jamie McIntyre. I'm going to pretend when he's super uber famous, I'm going to pretend I discovered him. I know, right? All right, let's listen to some Jamie, and hopefully. Okay, we're gonna play it, but hopefully YouTube doesn't like do anything dumb. Let's do some Galway Town. You guys ready? Dance party. Wait till you watch video. Okay. All right. Damn it. Where did you send it to me? On oh yeah. Oh, you wish you were Gen X. I love her. And you know what's crazy is I did nothing with my Gen X account. I didn't even try to transfer any of the videos. I don't have a separate Gen X account for TikTok, YouTube, or anything like that because it like literally like is just my personal MTV. Let's just come on. Over Galway Town. Hi, Lace. I see you. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys ready for me to school you? You guys ready to have a little classroom action? Let's pretend you want a free class? You want a free class from Lorinda Carr? It's worth it. Dr. Mike stepping in with the healing. But after the song. Because oh yeah, I'm wearing my Irish shirt too on top of that. If you find love. Hi Tanisha. I know, right, Carrie? But we're getting ready to do a class. You're getting like a what would normally cost you $25 for a class with me. We're going to talk about something here in a minute after we dance. Oh, take a look. He's got a new song coming out called West is Home. Oh my God, I love it. Love it. So if one day you just like, I log in and I'm, hey, look, I'm at Darcy's and I just have moved to Galway, you'll know it's because I was like, done. Good, Gigi. All right, we're gonna do a little class here. It'd be fun. But after Jamie.
La 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 la, oh, and in her eyes they shine so bright like.
Or April, we could move to Scotland and we'll just we'll crash at SP's house in Aberdeen. We'll just be like, hey, how's it going? Can you imagine? Oh my God, she would die. We have her address. We could just literally go to Scotland and show up at her freaking house. That'd be amazing. I know. I knew it would go. I knew it would go. I knew it would go dark. It's all about, and my husband's not right. What could go wrong? I'm telling you, April, you and Heather are gonna get along great. All right, let me turn this down so we can have class. All right, so you can still get on, Tracy? Oh, wow. I think it's just the server is timed to shut down completely by midnight, and they started in Indiana is what they did. All right, so like I disassociate and then start remembering and get sad again, like I cannot process grief well. Yeah, I hear you. All right, so let's do a class. Okay, so what's interesting. Oh, and it's page 53, and that's how old I am. And oh my God. Oh, okay. Holy crap. And then also like Tracy Lawrence is dot 353. Okay, so this is all bizarre. Here we go. This is the lesson for the day. I'm going to turn this off so y'all can hear. Okay, so this is a book that I often use in my development class. I know it, like I just opened it and then Tracy, Dr. Mike's ready to drop some knowledge here. You ready? So Love is Letting Go of Fear. It's an old book. Like, look how old, it's so old that it's like, it looks like a typewriter typed it. You know, it looks like a typewriter typed it. Okay. And I just opened it, and the chapter is lessons for personal transformation is the chapter, right? So I'm getting all glitchy over here in this world over here. That's YouTube, Facebook. The law of the world, on the other hand, states, wait, I need to go back. Hold on. I'm going to see where this starts. Hold on. I'm power reading. I think it's my internet was glitchy because I was glitchy on the other side too, on my other stuff too. Okay. The law of the world, on the other hand, states that what we give away, we lose. That is to say, when we give something away, we don't have it anymore and suffer loss. So here we're all talking about loss, right? The world's law is based on the belief in scarcity. It holds that we are never fully satisfied as we sit here and whine about TikTok being gone. Imagine the other countries hacking our US socials and protests and making them dark. Oh, no shit. We continue to feel empty as we vainly attempt to get fulfilled by seeking for love and peace in whatever external forms we have come to think of as desirable. The problem, of course, is that nothing in our external world will continuously and totally satisfy us. Under the world's law, we continuously search but never find. We frequently think our inner well is empty and that we are in need. We then try to fill our imagined needs through other people. We're just going to let that sink in for a second. I'm going to reread that sentence. Are y'all paying attention? Class is in session. Show of hands. Who's paying attention to what I'm saying? Who's catching what I'm putting down? Yep. Yeah. And this, yeah. So here we go. All right. So when we expect others to satisfy our desires and they disappoint us as they inevitably must, we then experience distress. This distress can take the form of frustration, disappointment, anger, depression, or illness. As a result, we are likely to feel trapped, limited, rejected, or attacked. When we are feeling unloved and depressed and empty inside, finding someone to give us love is not really the solution. What is helpful is to love someone else totally and with no expectations. That love then is simultaneously given to ourselves. The other person doesn't have to change or give us anything. So in this one page, page number 53, that I just happened to open, like I literally just opened it, as I always do. Those of you in my classes who have taken my classes know that I'm just like, I'm going to read from this book today. Oh, here's the lesson. I do not do any research ahead of time, or when I do, Dr. Mike says, "Oh, that's cute. That's really cute how you had that." Spirit plans my class. So, fun fact: if you're not taking my classes, what are you doing with your life? My next class is February 4th. It's only $20. I've dropped my prices because of the distress of all this, right? So isn't that fascinating that it actually just like went there? Oh my God. And wow. The illustrations here. Carrie, I see. The book is called Love is Letting Go of Fear. It's a super old book that that a friend of mine had sent us, had sent everybody in our class. I'd never heard of it. My classes are twice a month on Tuesday nights from 7:30 to 9:30. You can just go to my website and look at them. Look, I only have the next two classes published. So let's see what the next page says. Oh, here we go. It gets better. Okay. Also, Carrie, I was going to have you come in and like join me, but I don't know how to do that from StreamYard. All right. Hold on, let me check something really quick. Nope. Okay. All right. Okay. No, actually, Carrie, do you want to come up? Because you could actually come into hi Kathleen and Christy. I could actually, we could do a little experiment. If you want to come in, I can bring you in through StreamYard because I can text you. Okay, let's see if this works. Remember how earlier we're manifesting, Carrie? We're manifesting. We just talked about this. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can do this. Oh no, I don't want to add an item. Invite. Copy. Okay, Carrie, I'm going to text it to you and see if this works. All right, you guys are experiencing our tech learning in real time. Oh shit. Nope. I'm trying to send it to the wrong person. Damn it. There we go. All right. Okay, you're witnessing an old person do cool things. All right, let's see if this works, Carrie. Yeah, I sent you on text. I figure if you have your laptop, you can still do you text on your laptop, Carrie? Or I can email it to you really quick. It's up to you. Hi, Emma. How are you? All right. I've done this before with one other time. Here she comes. Hold on. Hang on.
In
Hold
my
on.
robe, so that's probably good. Hey,
Okay.
can you hear me okay
Let's
too?
see. I can hear you.
Hey, I was like, I'm in my bathrobe. It's looking good here, and I'm 3 hours behind you, and I'm in my robe, and you're still going.
Well, I remember I was going to go down with the ship.
You're amazing. I got really sad, and then I started getting annoyed because some of my people I know on Facebook are making fun of people coming over to Instagram from
Oh,
TikTok, and
And you know what? I've got something for them. I have something for them. Hold on.
I was like, yo, you guys don't get it, but that's okay. It is what it is. People
It
just don't.
is
They don't.
what it
They don't
is.
understand. They're not going to get it because they didn't have it. They weren't part of it, so they don't know. So, what are you talking about? What's your book? What are you doing?
Okay, so it's kind of cool. It's cute.
Okay.
It's called Love is Letting Go of Fear. And one of my friends from Camp Chesterfield in my classes had sent it to me, or sent it to all of us, everybody in the class.
Oh,
Just letting you guys know, I can still see your profiles on there. Oh, wait, oh, hold on. Emma, are you on? Can you see all the comments, Carrie?
no, I can't.
Okay. Are you talking about, is that on TikTok, Emma? Oh, that's right, because Emma's in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they can see all of our profiles still.
Oh, yeah. I bet I bet people in Canada can as well, right? And also New Zealand. Like that, is that my Emma? I mean,
Emma, the energy healer.
Yeah, she's in New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Okay. Yeah, I knew she had an accent.
She's originally from England. That you got the accent
All right,
right.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so you're right about it.
So interestingly enough, so yes, this book is called Love is Letting Go of Fear. And I thought when I was like, okay, when we're going down with the ship, I'm going to be like the violin player.
Yes.
But I'm going to be reading some things that are inspirational. And this was really cool because it's basically saying, I'm going to read it again. You guys ready? You want me to read it again?
Yeah, read it again. I'm ready.
Answer is yes. We've got to read it again. The law of the world states that what we give away, we lose. That is to say, when we give something away, we don't have it anymore and suffer loss. The world's law is based on the belief in scarcity, meaning the world versus natural law.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Like
yeah,
what we believe, like as humans,
Yeah.
like, oh my God, if I give something away, I'm missing it.
Yeah.
If I lose TikTok, I'm missing it. See the correlation there? Okay. The world's law is based on the belief in scarcity. It holds that we are never really satisfied. We continue to feel empty as we vainly attempt to get fulfilled by seeking for love and peace in whatever external forms we have come to think of as desirable. Okay.
Yes.
I literally just opened the book. I didn't even.
That's amazing.
That's
definitely spirit giving you some good words.
Oh yeah, it gets better.
Okay.
The problem, of course, is that nothing in our external world will continuously and totally satisfy us. Under the world's law, we continuously search but never find. We frequently think our inner well is empty and that we are in need. We then try to fulfill our imagined needs through other people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like 170 million other people.
Yeah.
When we just saying, expect others to satisfy our desires and they disappoint us as they inevitably must, we then experience distress. This distress can take the form of frustration, disappointment, anger, depression, or illness. As a result, we are likely to feel trapped, limited, rejected, or attacked. When we are feeling unloved and depressed and empty inside, finding someone to give us love is not really the solution. What is helpful is to love someone else totally and with no expectations, then that love then is simultaneously given to ourselves. The other person doesn't have to change or give us anything.
Oh, that's nice.
Like,
Really, really nice. That's really lovely. Yeah. Very nice.
I know.
I think, you know, you and I, so Lorinda and I were talking earlier, because as we do, and just reflecting on things and knowing this was coming. And I
Mhm.
think we both feel the same, that we just feel very sad. It's like, you know, we have to be honest. You know, Rolinda and I, we have options in our lives. We're lucky. We have different ways we can pivot business. We live lives of privilege. We get that, you know. We're very fortunate. We work very hard for what we have. But we are very concerned about everybody who doesn't have it, who is relying on their whole business and also their support system through TikTok. We're very concerned. And that's what weighs on us right now,
Yes.
our community, the people we support. And that just really, really is, to me, such a disappointment. I think that we just totally lost all these people who we forgot about, all of them worrying about something that doesn't even relevant to our lives. What's relevant to these people's lives is financial and emotional and
Yes.
mental health. It's like they forgot about all that. They dismissed it? That's really,
Yeah, I don't think they forgot. They just dismissed it. I think that's the more appropriate word, is that they 100% dismissed it.
yeah, that's so the amount of disconnect from both parties. There's no one who's both of our political parties are failing, you know, failing. And I think that's what's so despicable, really.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and all we can really do, you know, and I did a video earlier, like, you know, all these people that predicted this was, you know, going to be fine at 11th hour. I'm still, I mean, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Great. I just don't.
What's the terms? That's what I'm thinking. What is the
Right. Right. What are the terms? And I don't know. I think there's a lot to be revealed. And I think as you and I are solution-oriented people, Carrie. This is why we get along, because we're like, okay, here's the problem, and screw that. How are we fixing it?
That's right.
That's how we function.
Mhm.
And we allow ourselves to be mad and sad,
Yep.
have a good cry, not too much of a cry because we don't want sinus infection, but you know, you gotta have a little
My
cry.
nose was dripping all day. I was taping a reading. I was like, this is pitiful.
This is
I was like, sorry.
I
I
just-
go,
damn it. I know. And but now I think as true workers for spirit, true people who work for spirit, if I am going to give spirit a voice, if that is what I've committed to as a spiritual practitioner, I'm holding space, giving grace. How do I now hold space for the people who need it, who need this community? How do I get proactive, and how can I create a positive impact? How can I give? How can I contribute, as opposed to sit over here and feel the lack, which is what we just read in that whole passage.
yep.
About I can either sit in the lack or I can, and that doesn't, there's a big difference between, by the way, that and spiritual bypassing. I don't ever want people to be like, oh, everything is love and light. It's fine. We're just going to flow. That's not how I roll. It's okay to get pissed off about something. It's okay to get upset that something's been yanked out from underneath us.
Yeah, that's what you said. We're saying last night we talked about that when I was like, okay, guys, we're going to put our big girl panties on. We're going to do this.
Do it.
Now I'm on the other side of that feeling. I'll be fine tomorrow, but I'm sad today for everybody. I'm sad for everybody.
I am too. And, you know, and there are plenty of people who are going to be just fine. It's going to suck, but it'll be fine. But there are plenty of people who are literally going to lose the roof over their heads if this
That's
falls
what
through.
those are the people I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But we're gonna, like you said, we are gonna show up in all the ways we can. We're gonna keep doing. We have our communities. We have our social media thing. We can make these, like I have a little, community here on Instagram, and I've been doing daily card pulls in there just to share messages and inspiration, anything I can do to like lift people up and, and just learn how to move through energy, right? Going how to do and find their inner voice so they can make good choices that help them.
Yeah. You know what? I was actually getting ready to post. I was getting ready to like put together a video before I went live. And you know what I was getting ready to post was that card pull you did earlier when you and I were FaceTiming.
Oh my God. What was it? The devil and 10 of swords?
It was the tower. It was the tower and 10 of swords. You're like, oh my God, what?
Yeah. It was the tower and the 10 of freaking swords. It's like you can have. Well, you might as well throw the devil in there. Actually, I have to tell you that today when I pulled for TikTok, I pulled the devil and the 5 of swords.
Wow. You know what's crazy is I have not done any card pulls. I've not tried to do any predictions, no divination tools to ask spirit like what's going to happen. I'm like, I'm not
in
gonna,
the moment. What do I need to know today?
Right. And I actually on my live last night actually did pull cards for it. Was it last night? Yeah, last night, yesterday. And the cards actually came out really positive. Like it was going to be a struggle
of what's going to happen.
And I was asking specifically for TikTok, and in the end, the outcome was 6 of Wands.
That's wonderful.
So, but I believe that in true age of Aquarius form, and also the numerology behind 2025 being a year number 9, I think we just need to buckle up. It's only January.
Oh, Jesus, it's true. And it does feel like like you and I were just talking about this. It feels like we all need to be getting in our masculine to support our divine feminine. Like we need to be in action in a way that's aligned with our inner values.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think so?
Hey, I just pulled out my cards because I needed something to play with. And you know what's right on top?
What is it? Which one is,
divine balance between the masculine and the feminine.
That's it.
You can't make that up. Like that was on top.
You can't make it up. It's true though, dude.
It's
the Empress and the Emperor coming into action.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm curious to see. Oh, there was a tarot deck sitting here. I'm like, I'm afraid to turn one over to see what, but it's the Queen of Swords, which
that's me. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yep. Is that Jesse's deck? That the biker deck?
It is.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
I am so proud of Jessie.
I know, so proud of her.
So yeah. Hi, Lee. How are you, my friend?
Oh, Lee's here. Oh my God.
Yep, he's in here. I wish there was a way that you all could, or not you all, but all of you, all personalities that Carrie has.
What do you want? My rising sign? Do you want my Mercury? What do you want?
Oh yeah. Okay. October Road. Yeah. Today is all about swords. I got 8 of swords. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to see what comes in the middle of the deck just for shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
3 of Wands, still going on that journey. That's still waiting on the ships to come in.
Yes.
It's still, I believe I'm just not going to live in lack. That's where I've got.
You can't. You know,
in that lack energy.
It's so true. And it's interesting. So today when I was doing my readings in person at the store, I had a couple of really good ones, and I have a new deck that I'm using for ancestors. It's very much a deck that's based on the abyss. So what I love about it, how she dedicates, she said, from spirit world, we come from the void, we come from nothing, and then we're born into this life. This is a version of what happens in the divine incarnation. And so this deck is one of the most beautiful decks I've ever worked with, for just because it's sketching, but it tells such the human journey of what we go through on a regular basis, of like the ups and downs, the highs and lows. And you know this from being a dancer and being a dancer that teaches competition, is that you have to go through your times when you're in the number 5. And that's what I was just seeing, because it's like the Lovers and number 5.
Yep.
You've got to go through your time of difficulty so you can come out on the other side.
Yeah.
Make
Was
your-
that 5 of Swords probably?
It was 5 of Cups.
Oh.
I pulled the 5 of Cups. I pulled the 5 of Swords earlier though. Yeah, and then we have 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So you have to know you're being studied by your divine masculine, who's the King of Pentacles. It's like, you know, he's the one who starts in the very beginning. I always say the King of Pentacles to me, he's the first one to help you to set up the party, and he's the last one to leave to clean up. So it's like he's Mr. Steady, and that's what we have to have faith in our guides and our higher self to, like, that this is all gonna make sense and work out for the positive.
Yeah, I think I believe it will. I believe it is going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm not going to pretend to know what that looks like.
Absolutely not. And I'll also say, don't we remember the pandemic, how we all felt like, what the fuck? And in 2020, the very beginning, we were all really not sure, and we were scared, some of us, and we didn't know what was going on. And look what happened as a result of that. A lot of people came into their abilities and found businesses, and things turned around for them. Queen of Cups, you know, emotional depth, you know. So I'm hopeful. I know it is. You cannot have all these people who are like dedicated to spirit just get dropped. One of the most beautiful goodbye posts I saw was from, I don't know her name. She's someone I haven't really followed long, but she has a very good perspective. She said, spirit did not bring you this far to just drop you.
True. So true.
Yeah. So
wow.
we've all got to just remember that.
Yeah. And I think it's a good challenge for, again, going back to us being spiritual practitioners, it's a good challenge for us to figure out what does that look like for our journey as mentors, as space holders, as healers. What does that look like for us?
Yeah.
What is our next step?
Yeah.
You know, it's not about I took your advice, what you were saying last night about got to put my big girl panties on and figure this shit out.
Yeah. And look at me. Now you're helping me do that because I'm on the other side of it. That's a real,
it's okay.
That's
It's
a real
okay
partner. That's a real partnership.
And it's okay for us to grieve. It's okay for us to be sad. It's okay for us to be grieving. It's okay for us to just be pissed off for a minute.
I'm just worried I'm worried for the kids. And I mean the kids, even some that are my same age. I'm just worried for them.
Yep.
Right in this very moment. I know it's going to be okay. I know spirit got it, but it does worry me.
I agree.
But you know, we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep doing it on here. We're going to keep up the good works.
All right. You ready for some more spirit guide dropping some knowledge?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, do another random, let's find a page. I don't know why I wasn't going to read anymore. I was kind of done.
Good. Yeah, grab it.
Spirit said, just kidding. Oh, look, Brian's in here. Brian said, our Brian. He says, Carrie, and he
tell him I can't see anything.
So Carrie can't see anything.
Tell him I can't see.
I wonder if you could go like on your phone and just turn the volume all the way down.
Because it says StreamYard guest, join a studio as a guest. It says get. I'm scared to leave. I'm scared to open it. And then maybe, give me 1 sec. Let's see if this does this. I don't think it's going to work, but I'll be right back. Hang on.
Just in case.
Let's see if it helps me open up the app instead of it just being oh no, I don't think this is it. This is kind of like, this is guy.
You're just dark.
Hello. I don't think I can.
Hello.
I just wonder if, chat. Yeah, it's interesting. Wait, let me see. Oh no, I can see the comments, but I can't see you. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay. So I can't see you, but I can see the comments. So I can see April says it worked on both Facebook and Instagram. Okay, let me I have to kind of go through all the, oh, wow. Okay. Apologies, April. Oh yeah, these are backaways. Probably. Very nice. Okay, we'll keep going. I'll just have Lorenda interpret for me. She'll
Fine.
do.
We're not getting a ton of comments. Okay, so class is resuming. You guys ready for this? Who's
Yeah,
ready?
let's do it.
You're both really little. Oh, we must be tiny in the screen.
Yes, I wonder if you can change your setting.
Oh, I can. Hold on.
Yeah,
I can. Hang on. You ready for this?
let's have some fun. Oh, now we look like we're on TikTok. No. I'm wearing my robe, you guys. This is all
Hey,
hands on deck right now.
But I have no makeup
I'm
on.
Instagram. I'm on Instagram right now. I'm not doing Instaglam. I am doing
Oh my God, Instaglam.
Instagram. We are doing notes from the road, the real road of we're kind of, Lorenda's lifting us up and I'm feeling sad about TikTok. Not really more for our community.
It's fine. We had, it was the other way around last night. All right.
It went the other way around. Lorenda
So
said,
now we're page 71.
I was like, feelings. I don't have any feelings. Let's go. And now I'm like in my feelings.
No, you're like,
that's my Scorpio. That's my Scorpio rising talking. Death card.
Yes, he said the robe is the new cardigan.
It is. This is a robe, y'all. This is like, you know, my mom used to wear robes. I loved her for it. It was, but you know, I'm at that point in my life. You can do that when you're over 50.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing.
You can do whatever you want. All right. So page 71, which by the way, that's the year I was born, 1971. I am never upset for the reason I think. Ooh, we're just gonna let that set. We're just gonna let that sink in for a second.
That's good.
Okay. Most of us have a belief system based on experiences from the past and on perceptions from the physical senses. Makes sense. Have you considered that what we believe is what we see? Or, as comedian Flip Wilson put it, what you see is what you get. Oh my God, I totally did a class on this. Because our physical senses appear to relay information from the outside world to our brain, we may believe that our state of mind is controlled entirely by feedback we receive. I wonder where this is going. This belief contributes to a sense of ourselves as separate entities who are largely isolated and feel alone in an uncaring and fragmented world.
Yeah.
And here we are. This can leave us with the impression that the world we see causes us to feel upset, depressed, anxious, and fearful. Such a belief system presumes that the outside world is the cause and we are the effect.
Wow.
Let us consider the possibility that this type of thinking is upside down and backwards. I'm digging this.
Yeah.
What would happen, consider, if we believed that what we see is determined by the thoughts in our minds? As we know, we both do manifesting.
Yes.
We are manifestors. Perhaps we could entertain an idea that may at the moment seem unnatural and foreign to us, namely that our thoughts are the cause and what we see is the effect. It would then make no sense to blame the world or those in it for the miseries and pains we experience, because it would be possible then to consider perception as a mirror and not a fact.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip ahead. Hold on. It may be helpful to question our need to attempt to control the external world. We can instead consistently control our inner world by choosing what thoughts we want to have in our mind. Peace of mind begins with our own thoughts and extend outwards. It is from our peace of mind that a peaceful perception of the world arises. We all have the power to direct our minds to replace the feelings of being upset, depressed, and fearful with the feeling of inner peace.
Yeah, that's true. And the choice is the empowering part, isn't it? Because then you're not waiting for an external source to shift things.
Yep. So there is another piece to this. I just realized this. I am tempted to believe, okay, so this is like thinking from our brains, right? We all have the power to direct our minds to replace the feelings of being upset, depressed, and fearful with the feeling of inner peace. I am tempted to believe that I am upset because of what other people do or because of circumstances and events which seem beyond my control.
Yeah.
I may experience being upset as some form of anger, jealousy, resentment, or depression. Actually, all of these feelings represent some form of fear that I am experiencing. When I recognize that I always have the choice between being fearful and experience love by extending love to others, I need no longer to be upset for any reason.
Mhm.
So I feel like at the risk of sounding like spiritual bypassing, which I am not, or trying in any way to discount people's feelings, I think this is a perfect opportunity for the next 36 hours while TikTok is dark to do some reflection.
Mhm.
What is it that we're afraid of? What is it that we fear? And some people might be, yeah, I'm afraid of losing my house.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we, as manifestors, how do we flip that script? And then that's where we as practitioners come in and we come on live and we say, okay, listen, here's
How you do it. Yeah. And
Mhm.
that's like, I feel like those are 60% of the readings I do. This is how you manifest. That's my favorite thing. I mean, like, I'm like, okay, here's the block. Here's how you line up. That's literally, I just did that today about 2 things for someone.
Yep. I have a really great imagery that Spirit gave me a long time ago. It was actually, I was on a TikTok live and all of a sudden, like I got this cool imagery and it's like coming out of my fat. Like I'm saying the words and I'm like, my brain is digesting what's happening. So I knew it wasn't for me. And it was Spirit saying the energy of manifesting could be described as such. Imagine like when you go to order from Amazon, you go on Amazon, you're like, oh, look, I'm going to order blah. We order it, right? We know that in 2 days, that shit's showing up.
Mm-hmm.
We hit it and forget it. Yeah. We don't worry about who just took my order.
Right.
Who's driving the forklift to go get it off the shelf? Who's packaging it? Who's taking care of it? Who's doing it? And I wonder what the UPS guy or what the Amazon delivery guy had for breakfast. I wonder if his kids are in a good mood. I wonder what time he's going to get here. You think he's going to head a pothole on the way? We don't worry about, we just know, order it. And then 2 days later, we go to our door. Sometimes we're even surprised because like, oh yeah, I ordered that. We open the door and we're like, oh, it's here. Manifesting is embracing the asking for it, not even asking, just ordering it.
Right.
And embracing and embodying the feeling of it being ours already.
Exactly. I love that you got that because someone once told me the analogy similarly as you go to a restaurant, you put your order in, you don't go back and say, how are you making it? It's just made. You don't think about it. And it's absolutely true. And I was thinking, I'm thinking selfishly of myself today, being a practitioner who does more intentional and manifesting spell work. And
right.
I told you this, I'm doing a working right now in the background on something specific with one of my guides. And I was thinking today, even though I feel as sad as I do, and I am thinking about some parts of my own business, I was like, I know everything's going to be fine. I have no doubt about it. Yeah. I put my intention, I put my order into Amazon, so.
There's an app for that.
Yep.
Yeah. And Brian said, and so let's see. Tashina said, oh my God, that's amazing. Brian said, yes, embracing the feeling is the key. I teach that during hypnosis sessions. And it's true. It's not just about, I want this. I want money to buy the house. No.
Yeah, no.
What if you opened your door and there was a box and you opened the box and it was the deed to the house? You own the house. Right. Embracing that feeling of already having it. Okay. So how do we navigate that? How do we apply that to this TikTok situation?
And that's where I think when we're talking about people not knowing what's going to happen and also being pissed off, and that's kind of what we were talking about last night, I was saying, okay, but at some point we have to understand that we don't we don't know what's going to happen with this. And you have to say, if you're a spiritual person, the key is saying, okay, spirit, what's next for me? What do you have? What's your recommendation?
Anymore, I'm just like, all right, spirit, I'm
Mhm.
ready.
Yeah, exactly. Like what's the prompt, or how shall I move through this? How do you direct me? And release, like you just said, just release, because you can only do what you can only act upon what you've been given.
Yeah.
And
And I
you
will
have all-
say, like, wouldn't you agree, like, by embracing that concept, like by having that just and living it, not just telling people how to do it, but doing it yourself, don't you feel like your life is better?
100%. And that's basically, yeah, a million times. I'm
Yeah.
sure many people can say that in the audience.
Yeah. Yeah. So, just letting go of the expectation, I think a lot of times we get in our own way with, I would love a new house, but I don't know if I deserve it.
Yes.
And so we immediately cut ourselves off of the knees
Yeah.
because we don't believe we deserve it. When the universe is saying, you can get whatever you want,
Exactly.
do whatever you want, have whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. And it's a little bit of that sometimes when we do this kind of work with clients, I say, okay, like maybe you can't imagine you are the executive, but maybe you can imagine the mid tier just above it. So start with that, start with that first, because maybe your nervous system is like, I don't know what that looks like. So take the first step and get comfortable with the first step and then the next step, right? So you can acclimate to the new atmosphere,
Yeah. Baby steps. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And then also I think those little baby steps of like you said, acclimating,
Mm-hmm.
it also helps because little tiny things that you do are becoming like ways to prove that it's working.
I think so.
When I first started this whole manifesting thing and really embracing it was right after the whole app analogy came through, like Amazon analogy came through. And I was like, oh, I'm trying this. Okay. I'm ordering up some money. I want some money. Like I just straight went for the gusto, right? And I kid you not, I did this as I was walking out the door, headed to the studio. I walked up to the door of the studio and there was a $20 bill laying on the ground.
I love that. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, that worked out.
I love that. I know. Amazing when you do it. And I'm sort of at that, sometimes I'm at this impasse because I've been doing manifesting for a very long time, years and years and years. But every now and then still I forget, oh yeah, I have a lot of what, if I go to the next level and I have to do it again, then I'm like, oh, is it going to work out? Because I haven't done it. I was like, okay, calm down. It works. You just haven't done it in a couple of months, kind of funny.
Right.
Human nature.
It is.
I actually have to go to bed. I'm so tired. I got up so early this morning. I have to get up early tomorrow. But this was absolutely delightful. Thank you so much for inviting me to come on with you again.
Of course. Now that I'm figuring it out again, see,
Great.
As a result, this happened. So now I had to figure it out.
Awesome. This is
because
perfect.
We had committed that we were going to go live today.
We did say that.
And that we were going to go down with the ship.
This first thing this morning, you're like, holy shit, it's going to be off at this time. And I was like, what's our plan? And then we talked and then and then it shut down. You're like, what are you doing? I was like, let me get on there. So this works good because then we can come on, we can talk, we can answer questions, whatever it is. So that's good. We can do readings.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Well, and I'm still tuning in. I'm going to be on vacation this week. Ironically, I'm going to be out of the country.
Yeah.
The day that our president is sworn in, like this, I'm going to be leaving that day on a jet plane. I'm going to be on the island where Alexander Hamilton was born.
Wow. Fantastic.
Founding father.
Amazing.
I'm going to be there and I'm going to be going on a tour Tuesday.
Amazing.
of like where he lived, like where he got his start. Oh, Brian says the two of you are the best. Stay strong. Things will work out. Thanks for being a rock for all of us. He also
Oh,
says, have a beautiful evening, everyone. Sending light and love. I have to get going for now. Love you, Brian.
bye, Bri. Thanks.
I love that I've met him in
He's
person.
such a goodie. I know you have. You really met him in person.
I did. And I read for him too.
Amazing. And you brought through. Who'd you bring through in that?
Remember that time that he was actually not taking it?
Yeah, he was like, I don't think I'm all Brian.
You were like,
Grew up in the
dude.
snow, dude. That. Okay, I have to tell you one quick cute story today. It's a very one-step thing. I did a mediumship read today for a woman whose dad passed in the spring. This is the first time, and you've probably gotten this before, but I was in his energy. And it was very physical, kind of a mediumship reading, as with his signs and symptoms. But one thing he started with his left arm, with my left arm, he started bringing up all this tingling. I said, was he left-handed? And they were like, oh my God, he was left-handed. That was a first for me. I have never gotten a hand which direction.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
I love it.
His evidence, the father's evidence, Lorinda, as you know, was really trying to nail, like showing me the stones. Yeah. So, and he also, here's another thing he did. He showed me, he said the word archer to me. He showed me, I go, archer. And he was like, Sagittarius. I go, is someone a Sagittarius? And then she was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but it was working out. So I was happy about it.
You cracked me up.
It was
I
so
don't know
like,
what's happening.
I don't know what's going on, but it was like, yeah, the archer, that was a cute one. That was cute.
That was cute. But spirit,
clever.
They get clever because that's the kind of stuff that just kind of,
it's out of the box.
It's out of the box. And it's not like, I feel like there's a December connection.
Yeah.
It's a little deeper than that. It gives a little bit more than that, you know. And
the left hand really got me. That was a first.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool. And, you know, when I was taking Dominic Bogue's class, one of the exercises.
You can't hide your emotions. I just love you so much.
You know, I can't. I'm like, that time
I was like, wow.
But the one exercise that he did give us that I really did like was sit with spirit a few days this week and ask them to give you a new sensation.
Yes, yes, that's right. You tried. That's wonderful.
And then channel a message. I think that was my idea. The channeling the message was my idea. I think I took that to a whole new level and then put it in it wasn't, okay, just kidding. Dr. Mike had this really cool idea, and we took that little piece that Dominic taught about the sitting and feeling.
You played with that.
Played with it, and then we did channeling on it.
You know what's interesting, sis, is I've been thinking about this, and I want to teach a class on channeling, the different types of channeling. Because I feel like even if you're channeling just a message from spirit, being able to put down something really in a concrete way and focus and also bring through intuitive parts to it. I think having structure and direct your channeling is really useful, especially if you're any kind of reader.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I agree. I love doing channeling work and a trance mediumship.
I know.
You know, oh my God. You know what Reverend Glenda said to me last night?
What?
She goes, you know, you can refer to yourself as a trance medium.
Wow.
Like I don't always I do some trance mediumship. And she's like, you could like put that on your card. You do that. That's what you do.
Well, she gave you the approval. I mean, I think it's great that you respect her as your mentor, and you don't just, claim things, although you could. But I appreciate that you and I are so similar, and then we're like, oh, well, I don't know. Are we ready 3 years later? I don't know. Do you think I'm ready to call myself a professional? Because we want to make sure we're doing it in correct. But I love that she gave you that cachet. Yep. Listen, you can do it.
You can do it. And she's like, you can do it. Just don't do it on campgrounds without me. That's not permitted. And I'm like, oh, I know. Thanks. It's a rule.
It's a rule.
And you know what? You respect the rules of the ground you walk on.
Yeah, that's very true. And that's what makes it what it is. That's what makes it kind of a special place, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. So there's that.
There's that.
We'll see how
All
that
right,
goes.
Mama. Well, I better go. I love you. I'll
You
talk
do
to
your thing
you tomorrow. And you're leaving Monday, right? Early.
early, but whatever. You and I are still going to be,
I know it.
we're going to be talking and doing shit. And I'm going to still be doing
Yeah,
my spirit signs and sips from 10 to
On
noon.
Thursday. That'll be fun. You'll be like in your with your whole glow of being out in the sun and a sundress on. I like that.
Or a robe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
A robe could work.
Yeah, it
You
could.
know, a robe with a smoothie.
Well,
like
it'll be
a
9.
tropical.
Yeah, it'll be
Something with
9
a
a.m.
pineapple sticking out with an umbrella.
I think that sounds about right.
It sounds right.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about you. That'll be so fun. I love it. All right. I love you.
All
Have a
right.
good night. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye, Carrie.
Bye, guys. See you later. Bye. Hopefully, I can leave Eric correctly.
Yeah, I think I can boot you on maybe.
See
I
ya.
don't know. Bye. Let's see if I can kick the guest. Oh, that gave me an option to, it says kick the guest from the studio. I was like, I just kicked Carrie. I kicked her. That's funny. I might trance as my 1, 2. Ooh. Okay. So, well, my friends, the ship has sunk, but even then, you never know. We don't know how this is going to turn out with the tickety talkies. We shall see. I know, right, Heather? We're like, get out. But we learned more about the technology here. I'm kind of excited. We brought more people, was able to bring somebody else in on the fly, not just through an email, whatever. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to, and I like this better than just going live just on Facebook or just on Instagram. I like going through StreamYard because the quality seems better, actually. It's out to sea at the moment. Yes, it is. Good one, Gigi. So, good night, Tashina. You'll start bailing. There's Kelly. I got it. No worries. We got this. We got this. We can do it. Emptying the buckets. But I will say I had more people on these 2 streams than I normally do on Thursday mornings. I think I got up to 13 in one platform. So our hearts will go on. Good one. That was awesome. So, it's going to be okay. I'll be up all night. Yeah. But, I have to say, in the words of Reverend Glenda, whose mentor is Reverend Louise, her favorite thing to say was, everything's going to be all right. And it's true. It may not be comfortable right now. Agreed, Gigi. And that's what Carrie and I had talked about a lot. A lot is a good time to go ahead and pivot. But here's the thing. I got that message back in the summer, which is why I started doing spirit signs and sips. It's why I went ahead and did my cards. I published my cards. I started learning multi-platform streaming. I even got my cool glow-in-the-dark microphone. And I know it is time to finish my book, Yessie. You are right. And I've got my iPad and I got to charge my keyboard because I will sit by the pool with my iPad and keyboard and start typing. That's what I did last year at the same time, the same exact week. I started working on it, and now I feel like I need to work on the structure of the outline, and start heading that direction. And I also have homework to do for my class that I've been taking on all the computer stuff. Hi, Tammy. And my sister. So I gotta figure out the structure of this book. I need it to be, I don't know, would you guys, I know that most of you in here would buy my book because you're my friends. But would you, I feel like this book needs to be a good mix of my personal experiences and my life story and mediumship. But man, my life story is a lot. I could actually just write a book on that. Like, that's just insane. And Heather could vouch for me on like how my dad died. It's a pamphlet. It's not that long, but it's definitely like blog worthy. Mail out reminders and sales you have. Yeah, that's true. Well, and yes, you're right, Yessie. I do need to do that because I've got to figure out, and I'm thinking I can export. I did figure out how to export. There's a thing on my website. It's like, okay, export all your people who subscribed to your email list. And I think I might just do MailChimp. Like do a different free version and not try to use my website. Heather, best day ever. But but I just have to figure out how to get all those emails into the newsletter, send out some sort of email reminder and let people know what's going on. So, but I also I'm in the process of finishing 3 different workbooks that I can actually sell, that will go along with classes that I'll record that people can click and buy on, like Spirit Guides 101. So you don't have to worry about scheduling a time with me, or I don't have to worry about scheduling, right? And it would come out, it'd be the same, it'd probably be cheaper. It'd be way cheaper than taking the actual live class. Just make it a click. Here you go. And that's what I'm actually taking this class on. So back to, I forget who said it. Saying, I think it was Gigi said, it's time to pivot. It is time to pivot. And like Carrie and I, like Carrie's been on my ass, and like we are accountability buddies. When I say she's like my bestie, I'm not joking. Like I flew across the country to hang with her. I don't do that. You're lucky to get me to go to lunch, and even with bribing with wine. I think this class that I'm taking for the next 3 months, and getting all my Pinterest, even with TikTok, incorporating like SEO, website, getting an email, getting a blog, getting organized in that way, and getting a lot more streamlined. I think that when I do launch the book, it'll go. I think it will actually, I think it could actually do well. And I think the way I do it, I just have to be smart about how I do it. But now, again, I have to figure out exactly my issue, and the thing that's holding me up is how do I balance life storytelling, incorporating it into spirit and my journey, and helping others learn about mediumship and spirit? Or do I even do that route? Because actually, to be honest, Hannah McIntyre, I'm like looking over here because her book is over here. Hannah McIntyre, she's out of the UK. She wrote a book, You're a Medium and You Just Don't Know It Yet. And she does that. She incorporates her life stories in with how to be a better medium, and gives really good exercises, right? And I loved that. And that was actually a really great idea. And I read it on my last vacation a year ago when I started writing my own book. And I was like, well, why am I writing a book? Because she just wrote the book I would. Like, no joke. But I think there's value in my story, not because I want people just to like know about me. It's about survival, but also how do we get through things and get on the other side of it and still walk a spiritual path? Because even my daughter looked at me one day. She was like, how are you alive right now? I'm like, you just get up and put one foot in front of the other. You just do it. Period. That's what you do. So I just have to kind of figure out the structure of it. And I know that spirit will lead me to that when it's supposed to be. But I think I'm supposed to publish these other journals. I feel like there was a spirit that just like walked around the corner and looked at me. Did y'all see me? Did y'all see that? That was wild. I know, right? Yes, exactly. A workbook for class. And actually one of my, I'm going to pull it up. You want to hear about my journals, the journals that I wrote? And also I started tweaking them and really making them come together while I was waiting on my surgery, because I was laying there and they were like, they had me check in at 9:15 and my schedule wasn't even I wasn't even scheduled for surgery till 12:15. And I just sat in the bed. Like, my husband's out. He set up an office out in the waiting room so he could actually be productive. I was like, I'm not going to make you sit here next to me. I got shit to do. You got shit to do. And I had my phone with me. So I started going back and tweaking some of this stuff. So one of the things that I started doing, let me find it. Is this it? Please hold. Insert music now. That was really good, wasn't it? Insert music. You heard a sound. I literally saw something out of the corner of my eye. And yeah, there's orbs happening, and actually I'm seeing them in real time. That's crazy. I never actually see them with my own eyes. That's not true. I see them sometimes, but rarely. Okay. So right now I've got the Spiritual Mentor Workbook. That's what I was working on more so than the like a weekly class, because we also know in my weekly class, like, I can have a plan and Dr. Mike's like, that's funny, I have something else to do. But what I started working on doing for people who want to mentor with me, and I need to finish it, and I'm just going to put it into like a PDF. So it's a click and you can click it, pay, if you're mentoring with me, you get it for free. If you want a guide, just a guide. Oh my God, I'm seeing them everywhere. This is nuts. Am I like, I wonder if I'm old. What if my eyes are going bad or something? Like, I'm seeing things like right in front of my eyeballs. Hi, Jennifer. Oh my God, I had a heart attack moment earlier, Jen, because I was on live and I got a notification saying Kelsey Mitchell signed. I thought for sure that we'd already secured the situation. And then I went back later and looked, and it wasn't. It was like fake news. It was something different. It made me sad. I know. So anyway, Spiritual Mentor Student Workbook, month-to-month journey. And that's what I've started putting together. I still need to tweak a few things on it. But that's something I think I really, really want to do. And then I've also done a mediumship reflection journal. And I started thinking about like doing a, like for trance mediumship. I started working on something like that, like a workbook for that. But I think that's just more hands-on. I don't think the workbook's necessary. So, because I wasn't getting very far with it. But I think it'd be really cool to have a workbook available. Just something simple and easy, either cheap or free, that people can access for shadow work journaling, right? And I know a number of people that have that. And actually, Oracle Trish, she goes by Oracle Trish on Instagram and TikTok. Love her. She actually has a shadow work journal that she had put out. That's not that expensive. There are a few other people that have done it as well. Hell, Carrie might have something. I don't know. Carrie might have something. So anyway, what are your all thoughts? What do you all think? I feel like I had another journal that I was started, but then I think I abandoned because I got sidetracked. Yeah, I don't see it. So anyway, all right, y'all have gone quiet a bit. So I'm shaking on, and I think what I meant was my head in the clouds. Does shadow work have to have structure? I looked at it as not necessarily shadow work as in, it was more of like a shadow journal, like prompt. Like there were different prompts, you know? So it would be, even if it's like today I'm feeling, I don't know. Again, I started working on the ideas and they just kind of fell flat. So I've got quite a few ideas, things like that. But I'm also, well, what I would probably do is like a beta testing kind of thing where I'd have like maybe 20 people. I'd have 20 people try it out for free and see, I'd get reviews and see how it goes. And that way, if I need to tweak it, if I need to change it, get the feedback before I try to publish it. Also, your meditation is really great. I always get something different. And the more we do it, the more I think I should do that too. I think I should record that meditation, do a few of them, do like a spirit guide with the Spirit Guide 101. Cause I just let them guide me through that. One of my favorite things to do is as we're getting ready to tune in and work in class is just to ask them what am I learning today? What am I focusing on today? What am I learning from you? And then say, now, what are you learning from me? Yeah. Well, yeah. See, if I wanted to get feedback from people, like if I wanted to do like people to beta test or to, to be part of it, then I would let people try it out for free to give me the feedback just to see how it goes. Or I could sell it as is. And then if people gave me feedback, offer them discount on classes. I don't know. I figure something out. I'd figure it out. Magic. I kiss frog all the time mentally. I've been painting sticks into magic. Oh, I love that. Kelly, you are magical, my friend. You're like one of the most magical people I know. You exude magic. And I adore you for it. Like if you lived closer, I'd just be like, can you just come to my house and sit in it and make it magical? Thanks. Like that'd be it. Just come make my house magical. So yeah, I'm still working all that out. I'm still working on all of those things. And what I have to remind myself is that I don't need TikTok to do that. As we're all, TikTok is dark. So what are we doing with our lives now? Right? How are we going to get through it? And how, from a business point of view, how am I going to get through that? How am I going to navigate it? It'll be fine. I'm not going to come from a place of lack. And I would encourage you all to do the same for community. Manifest your community. You deserve a strong community. You deserve to have people around you that are going to walk on this walk with you. that are going to support you and uplift you, and that you can do the same. But remember, remember what we talked about, we don't want to look for people to fill us and fill our cup. We need to find people that we can give love to so that love can be returned to us without expectation. And I think by shifting the mentality, instead of living in a place of scarcity and lack, which is hard, I'm going to be sad because I'm telling you, I love TikTok. I love it. It's a fun playground. You're getting on Amazon right now. That's right. We're dialing that stuff up. So y'all got kind of a free class for me tonight. You know that? We got the reading, we had a discussion, we had Carrie, and then the Amazon. I had a whole class on that at one point. On Amazon, like ordering things up and manifesting. And Gigi says, I love how supportive everyone is. I'm over here thinking, hit me up if you need a tester. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So yeah, when I'm ready to do that, I will probably put a post out and be like, hey, if you're interested, here's the application. The first X amount of people that want to do it, let me know. And then we go from there. But I'd want it to be an energy exchange too. And what I found was with my Oracle cards, I sent them out to a number of people to test and to give reviews, and majority of people did. There were only a couple that were like, okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, I'll totally get around to reviewing, and they just never did. So they basically got a $45 deck of cards for free. And I was like, if they suck, tell me. If you don't want to use them, you need to tell me. But they're like, oh my God, no, I'm just busy. Okay. So majority of people did follow through though. Not majority of the people did. It was all good. All good. And the support has been amazing. So now we just have to figure out, we have to manifest our next community. We have to manifest the next place we're going to land and be together. You're a projector and have an idea for us. Ooh. I feel like, Kelly, you just need to schedule a call with me. You have my link. Go to my calendar and schedule on my mentor sessions. Don't pay. You and I just need to talk. We need to catch up. And we always say we're going to catch up. So just go schedule a time with me and we'll chat. Of course I'm interested. There's travel involved. Am I interested? I love travel, especially to fun places, especially if you say, let's go to Ireland. I totally would go. So anyway, we'll do that, Kelly. We'll figure it out. I think we have to talk anyway. You sent me that text message, and I know you have ideas. You got things to say, so we need to catch up. Anyway, it's 12:40. TikTok has been officially out of here for 2 hours. The world did not melt. It did not implode. We are okay. We're going to be okay. For those of us who enjoy TikTok for the community, but are not dependent upon it for our way of life and living, just remember that we're okay. And offer up any help to people that you know of that are going to be in trouble if this goes away. So be part of the spiritual community. That's how you give, right? And then when someone else is giving to you, be a gracious receiver. Okay. So there you go. So I adore you all. Thank you all for being part of my community and part of my evening. I think my husband gave up finally. He went to bed. It's quiet up there. So hope you all have a fantastic night. I started to say something else, but I totally lost my train of thought. Also, oh, the squirrel. Oh my God, you guys. My squirrel's foot. I gotta find, and I can't find any glue in my house. I have no glue in my house. Why is that? Wait, maybe I do. Nope. Oh yeah. I have a glue gun. I've got a glue gun, but like it's a little the thing is styrofoam, but like my little squirrel's foot broke off, so I gotta like put it back together. Poor squirrel. The squirrel needs to go back here. All right, so we're gonna spend the next couple of days thinking about what we're ordering up on Amazon. Right? What are we going to order up on Amazon? Joy. We're going to order up community. We're going to order up peace. And we're going to act like it all gets delivered to our front porches. And we're going to sit in that energy of how it would feel if all those things were true. And if we already had them. Start learning how to embrace what you want as if you already have it and how you would feel if you had it. Order it up on Amazon and do not worry about what the Amazon guide had for breakfast, right? So that's your assignment. That's your homework. And your other homework is if you're not signed up for my class for February 4th from 7:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, what are you doing with your life? Get on it. Get to it. Okay. I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. I'm going to get a good night's sleep. And then tomorrow I'm going to finish packing and finish taking down my stuff and try to fix my squirrel. Love you, Heather. Okay. Good night, friends. Love you all. Have a fantastic sleep. Sweet dreams to all my friends. Putting my Kel-Talk in the garage for the Love you too, Kelly. Jiminy Christmas. Thank you, Yessie. You too. I appreciate all of you. Good night, friends. Mwah. Take care.